Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and I am so pumped on today's episode to talk about how to stop night keto snacking for weight loss. Yeah, I have a lot of experience in keto snacks, and I have a lot of experience in weight loss and night snacking with those. And we're gonna dive all into that. But first, if you like this video, make sure you click subscribe. Make sure you sign up for my free upcoming workshop that I have of how to lose 5 pounds or more through sleeping with my 3 sleep hacks that I'll talk about in that free workshop. That's down in the description link below, and make sure you click subscribe. Let's dive in today talking about how to stop night snacking or keto snacks, night keto snacks for weight loss. So snacking at night for me has been a form of sabotage. I found that over my 2+ weight loss year journey with the ketogenic diet, that having keto snacks at inappropriate times leads to weight gain for me or weight stalls, right? And if I want to continue on my weight loss journey, I have got to cut out night keto snacks. For me, it spikes my insulin. I wake up puffier than I want to be, the Steak Puff Marshmallow Man. And so I've got today some tactile tools for you to help you stop your night snacking. Number one is I find myself rooting. I know when I come to wherever your kitchen is in your home, my home, the kitchen is downstairs. If I even go near that staircase, all bets are off. So I don't even allow myself to try to go near potentially the physical geography of where the kitchen is in my home. So where is the kitchen in your home? Try to stay physically away from being in that physical space, because it will mentally start getting the mind going, thinking about keto snacks, thinking about late night snacking, and ultimately sabotaging the weight loss process and the weight loss journey. Number 2, I find myself rooting. That's what little pigs do, is they root. They look for roots. And when I start doing this, if I have gone past the physical barrier to my kitchen and I start opening up pantries, opening up for fridge, just looking at things, I need to cut that off at the pass. Cut it, because I know that eventually I'll find something that I want and I will probably eat it. And that again is sabotaging my weight loss. And so cutting that off completely is that I have myself an accountability partner. So for example, last night I did an IGTV store, last night I did an Instagram story. This is me rooting in my kitchen. I mean, I look like a hot mess, but this is true story. I looked in here a couple times. I looked in there a couple times. I didn't take a shower and wash my hair. I was looking for food. The kitchen's closed. Go to bed. Don't eat anything. Get some water. I'm gonna go get some sparkling water. This sweet little girl, she wants me to drop her something. Don't eat it tonight. Go wash your hair and don't eat it tonight. It's too late. Go to bed. And I was talking about what I was doing. It was my accountability buddy. So maybe you don't want to put it on Instagram, but have an accountability buddy. Mine happened to be IG stories at the time, but I do have actual people that I'm also accountable with too, that if I do choose to eat, that I will tell them before I do it. Even if it's a text at 10 o'clock at night, text, I'm going to go have a snack. That level of accountability and honesty for me has made such a level of difference that it's not a secret, that I'm not hiding it. Frequently when I do night keto snacks or night snacking, that I'm hiding it. And so cutting that out completely with a full layer of honesty and authenticity with an accountability buddy has been super, super helpful for me. The next one is number 4 is sparkling water. Find a drink that you like and enjoy. That's either water, hot water, sparkling water, ice, some sort of water component, water vapors. Can we make that one? No. Find something that doesn't or even like a calming tea. The reason why I lean towards water is because it's not going to spike my insulin. It's really just going to make me pee in the middle of the night. But having some sort of drink to go to that's not like a Diet Coke, because that has insulin spikes even in diet sodas or sugar-free products, still probably have some sort of chemical body reaction other than water. You can drink air. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But seriously, find something that you like to drink instead as a substitute. I find if I have maybe some hot water with lemon squeezed in, or just some ice, some ground up ice and sucking on that, or even having a beautiful wine glass filled with ice water, for me is very, very beneficial. Tip number 5 is that going to sleep. If you haven't signed up for my how to lose 5 pounds or more through sleeping with my 3 sleep hacks, go do that. It's down in the description link below. Sleep, just go to sleep. Make yourself go to sleep. And if you are too anxious, too wound up, too whatever, go work out. And physically, you will be then tired to go sleep. You will make your body go to sleep, but go to sleep. And maybe that's what your body's really needing instead of a snack, is because you're too tired. If you're too tired, you probably need rest as opposed to filling your belly with something. Tip number, what are we on? 6 for night snacking, keto night snacks, of how to stop that, is allow yourself once a week to have a keto snack at the appropriate time. I find when I have it at the appropriate time, it takes away all guilt, shame, condemnation. I allow myself to have the keto cupcake, which y'all, I did. I had the best key lime pie keto cupcake. It was keto, 100% keto. I have a keto baker that lives near me now. So I'm not supposed to say that. Someone said they didn't like me saying that. So allow yourself, the point I'm trying to make is allow yourself once a week a treat that you enjoy during an appropriate time. Make it appropriate times. So the next one is have an Epsom salt bath. If your hands are literally submerged in water, you can't eat anything. And also with the Epsom salts, it helps with magnesium, and it helps, we need that on the ketogenic diet and for intermittent fasting. Our bodies need that, and that will help you fall asleep. I order a big bulk order, which I will put the link down below, that I get it in a bulk order. It makes it a lot cheaper, and I don't have to schlep it all around. My last tip for you is take a photo or have a goal poster by your fridge, by your pantry, wherever, or an inspirational phrase to help remind you if all of these lines of defense have failed you, and it's the last line of defense, you can look at the picture of yourself with the before and after picture, or you can look at your sweet little child and think about their wedding in like 2 decades. That's sometimes what I do. I'm like, I want to dance with my little 4-year-old at his wedding in 20 or 30 years. Like, I want to be there, and I want to dance, and I don't want to be in a walker, or I don't want to have a limb chopped off because of diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be present for him. And so reminding myself of what my goals are by literally having a goal poster or a picture, for me, is visually the last line of defense before I dive in. Sometimes am I perfect? No, because it's progress, not perfection, which if you want your progress, not perfection merch, it's down below. But it's progress, not perfection. But certainly the progress has been, I have all these tools, and that's through night after night after night of breaking the bad habit of night snacking. Y'all, I used to binge eat every single night, and that's how I fell asleep. So not to fall asleep, soothing myself with food is a whole different ballgame, a whole different realm of healthy self-care. And on weight loss, like, this is a part of my weight loss journey, which is so exciting, is stopping these horrible habits and replacing them with healthful, beautiful ones. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and are you signed up for my upcoming free workshop, How to Lose 5 Pounds or More Through Sleeping with my 3 sleep hacks. I will give you 3 tangible, tactile tools in this workshop for the first 30 minutes, and the last 15 minutes I'll talk about my upcoming sleep course. I'm super pumped about it, and it's going to be a great training for you if you have sleep issues. So how to stop keto night snacks. You got your tools now to use them. Put in the comments below what's worked well for you and what doesn't work. I'm super curious. That's your question of the day. What has worked well for you and what doesn't? Make it a powerful day. Bye, friends.